Hey everybody, welcome to your Monday. I hope you had a great weekend, and I'm hoping that you are on track for your year-end goal planning. That's one of the things that we do in the investment world is we plan and then we adapt when the plan goes horribly wrong, right? But a lot of you guys hear me talk all year long about positive mindset and about things that happen and how to keep your thoughts right and your goals organized and all these things. And the reality is, guys, that there is no magic formula for that. What there is there's investing in a plan after you've planned to invest, right? And yet the fundamentals of that planning are what most people miss. A lot of people think that they're just going to come up to the end of the year, things are going to fall together, the complete lack of planning and serendipitous, ah, the world and the universe are going to just come together and bail their butt out. And it doesn't happen like that. The same thing is true with investing. If you don't have a positive mindset, you're going to be swayed all over. Everybody's jumping up and down because now we got what, Omicron, or what, who knows what variant we have now. But at the end of the day, we've got something that affects the stock market. But the only thing that affects the stock market and you is, number one, if you invested in it. Number two, if you sell when it's down. But if you've got the right mental mindset, selling now, selling on the downturn isn't an option. It's not part of what you do. You've invested in your projects. You've done the things you've done for the long run. You've done the things you've done for tax purposes to get you through to the next level in the long run, not about the short term, right? It's not about what has this done this week. It's about what has this done this month, this year. What have you planned to do? What is your goal? And how have you worked to get to that goal? Because as we all know, life goes all over in between the goals, right? I mean, we've had ups and downs, and interest rates are down, then they're up, then the Fed's cutting money back, and they're giving us more money, and all these things are happening, and we don't really have control, but we have a plan. We have a way to execute, and we have a way to know what our striving is for. We have a way to know how we're trying to get there, and it's that plan that we're investing in. And it's we're coming to the end of the year and everybody likes to go, oh wow, this year I'm gonna this and this year I'm gonna that. But what'd you do last year? What did you really set down and move forward with your plan from last year? I love this part of the year because I really get to take the time and focus on what we did right and what we did wrong. And luckily, we continue to do more right than we continue to do wrong. Now, doesn't mean we're perfect. We had plenty of things go wrong this year, plenty. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we got more right than we got wrong, right? And as my dad always told me in baseball, that'll put you in the major leagues with a huge contract if you can be at bat 30% of the time and crank it out the park, right? Well, that's not what we've done. We have to be right more than that. And we haven't cranked it out of the park on every situation, but we've done very well for ourselves and our investors because we've made the plan. And our plan starts with what we want to do as a company, and then it unfolds to what the investor wants to do with their money and their time so that we can blend those two together and get that plan to execute and get that plan to execute with everybody's best interest in mind so that at the end of the day, not only do we plan to invest and invested in the plan, but it worked and the goals were reached to one degree or another. We had one project this year that didn't go per plan at all, but we made sure through adjustments and everything else that our investors were well taken care of, and they benefited actually a lot better than we had hoped because we made a plan. We were able to see where we were coming off the rails on that plan. We were able to make those adjustments, and we were able to reevaluate what we were doing and stay on track for our investors. And that's the importance, guys. As you come to the end of this part of the year, you're looking at your investments in your relationships. You're looking at your investments in your community. You're looking at your investments even in your JOB if you have one, because those are areas that you're investing time and effort into. And the question is, what are you getting out of it? And is it what you plan? And if you don't have a plan, then I guess you don't know. And if you don't have a plan because you didn't make one, I guess you'll never know. So maybe it's time you make a plan and then invest in that plan. Move forward with that plan. Stick with that plan and execute until you're all done, until the goal has been reached, so that then you have a benchmark to go back to say, hey, this worked, this didn't. This is what I'm going to do better. This is what I'm going to do worse. This is what's next for me. But until you do those things, guys, until you make that original plan, you're going to be stuck. You're going to have a hard time figuring out what to do next. You're going to have a hard time judging how well you did. You're just going to be floating through life and you're going to be waiting on everybody else to make things a reality for you instead of taking control of your life and doing them for yourself. So, guys, I hope during this final month of this year, in fact, we've only got 24 days left, 25 days left in the year. And really, when you figure in the holidays, there's only like 2 more work days in December, right? But get that plan laid out. Get that plan started so that come January, you've got it written down and you know where you're going and you're able to reach those. One of the things that I do every year is make those goals and sit down and get real with my thoughts and my processes, because I want to make sure that I plan to invest in myself. I plan to invest in my family. I plan to invest in my marriage. I plan to invest in my business. Okay. Not always in that order. Sometimes I even get my stuff out of order and I need to do that differently and better. Because like I say all the time, if you don't invest in yourself, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? So those are the things that you need to do. You need to make sure that you're doing that. Then you can make the plan on how you're going to invest your time. Then comes the money. You can plan to how you're going to invest your money. Once you know how to plan for that, then you know what the supposed outcome is. Then you know how many more years you have to do this, or what your lifestyle can be on the funds that you have coming in and how things are working out for you. So those are great things to know. So guys, I hope this was informational. I hope you have a great week as we go into this 6th of December, guys. It's already December. It's almost over. But I hope you guys are having a great year. Hope to see you soon. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with on that goal setting and planning. Otherwise, I'll talk to you on the next time.